No matter how worn out your scissors may seem, don't be too quick to toss them in the trash. Before you give up on them, let me show you several simple tricks that can bring back their sharpness almost instantly, and you can do them right at home with everyday items. Scissors are one of those household tools we rely on more than we realize. They're used in countless situations. Children use them for arts and crafts. We use them in sewing, in cooking to cut herbs or open packages, and for plenty of other daily tasks. But as time goes by, the blades naturally lose their edge. Some people choose to throw them away, others take them to a professional for sharpening. The truth is, scissors cut through a wide variety of materials, and the difference between sharpening them properly and doing it incorrectly can mean the difference between perfect cuts and a useless tool. If you sharpen them the wrong way, you could make them completely ineffective. And if you've ever found yourself buying new scissors after only a few uses, this video is exactly for you. So, stick around and watch until the very end. Method 1. Using a glass bottle. Pick up any glass bottle you have at home. Place the blades around the neck or mouth of the bottle and cut along the surface. It's important to make sure the entire cutting edge comes into contact with the glass. But don't press down too hard. Move the scissors back and forth in a circular motion around the neck of the bottle, repeating this motion until you feel the blades are sharp again. This technique works very similarly to sharpening a kitchen knife on a whetstone. In just a minute or two, your scissors can regain a razor-like edge. Let's test it. Take a thin plastic bag and try cutting it. See how easily it slices through? That's a clear sign of sharp blades. Plastic bags are great for checking sharpness. If the scissors can't cut them, they're too dull. After sharpening with the bottle, you'll notice the cuts on paper and other materials are smooth, clean, and effortless. Where are you watching from? Drop a comment below and let me know. Method 2. Aluminum foil. Grab a piece of aluminum foil from your kitchen, the same type used for baking. Fold it into several layers, then start cutting through it repeatedly. About 10 to 20 cuts should do the trick. Simply cut and open, without rushing. You'll notice this method sharpens the blades quickly and can even remove light rust. It's a time saver and is so simple that anyone can do it, including elderly people or those without much hand strength. Folding and cutting the foil gives you two benefits in one: sharper edges and a cleaner blade surface. Some people claim this method doesn't last long, but I can confidently say it works just like using a sharpening stone. Of course, over time and with frequent use, scissors will become dull again, but instead of spending extra time on a whetstone, why not use this quick trick? The results are impressive, and the scissors will feel like new again. If you notice the blades cutting with a slight grip, that's a sign they're sharp. If they feel too loose or still struggle to cut, repeat the process. You can also tighten the pivot screw to improve the cut. Method 3. Porcelain bowl. If you don't own a sharpening stone, you can use a porcelain bowl instead. Turn it upside down. You'll see the rough, unglazed ring at the bottom. This surface has a texture similar to that of a sharpening stone, making it a perfect substitute. Each scissor blade has different surfaces, but one in particular, the smallest, is the actual cutting edge. That's the part that determines whether your scissors are sharp or not. Once you understand that, sharpening becomes much easier and more precise. When sharpening, keep the scissors open and hold the cutting edge at about a 15-degree angle to the rough ring of the bowl. Work in one direction only, never back and forth, to avoid damaging the edge. Apply even, gentle pressure and rotate the bowl so you're not working in just one spot. Sharpen each blade for 1 to 2 minutes, then switch to the other. You can even use this method to sharpen kitchen knives. After finishing, wipe the blades with a damp cloth to remove any dust or residue. Let's test again. A light cut through a plastic bag should now feel effortless, leaving clean edges with no tearing. Compare before and after, and you'll see a big difference. Even without a sharpening stone, you can get an edge just as sharp. Method 4. Screwdriver shaft. This method is very similar to the glass bottle trick. Take a screwdriver and place the blades around its shaft. Cut along the metal, making sure the full edge touches the surface, but, again, avoid pressing too hard. Slide back and forth several times until the scissors are sharp. Just like the bottle, this works on the same principle as knife sharpening. In less than 2 minutes, your scissors can be razor sharp, ready to cut paper, fabric, or anything else with ease. Removing rust and stains, sharp blades are great. But if your scissors have rust, they can still damage fabric or be unsafe for food preparation. Here's a simple cleaning method. Find a container large enough to hold your scissors flat. Sprinkle baking soda evenly over the blades, then pour some white vinegar on top. The mixture will foam up. That's the chemical reaction at work, loosening rust and grime. Let it sit for about 10 minutes. Then, scrub gently with a toothbrush to restore the shine. This eco-friendly method uses common kitchen ingredients and works surprisingly well. Wipe away any remaining residue, rinse thoroughly with water, and dry completely, especially around the pivot area. Now your scissors won't just be sharp, they'll be clean, shiny, and ready for many more years of use. These are my favorite easy practical tips for restoring scissors. How do you sharpen yours? Leave a comment, give this video a like, share it with friends, and subscribe for more useful tricks. See you in the next one.